Hey guys, Joshua Gamer here, and today we are doing What If Izuku Was Leon S. Kennedy? And I forgot what part it is. Hold up, I'll be back. Yes, I was correct. It was part 7. But pretty much, where we last left off, both Toga, pretty much all three, the whole family, pretty much Toga, Izuku, and Eri, before they left for Japan, they went to go visit Elijah. Pretty much Izuku's adopted father. Pretty much. And of course, Toga was really nervous to meet her future father-in-law. And pretty much the whole house or cabin was pretty much in the edge of the woods, or pretty much edge of the woods. But there's still like a close town by it. So pretty much they go inside, and Elijah greets them and the whole family with pretty much being shocked that his son is engaged to Toga. And pretty much he saw into Toga's eyes, seeing that she isn't someone who's bad. She just went through a lot of stuff, kind of like Izuku. So pretty much he accepts her. And Toga, of course, feeling emotional, she kind of starts crying from this. With Eri going to Izuku's room, which he went when went to Izuku's old room when Izuku started visiting them. And pretty much that's where we ended off last time, so pretty much we continue from there. By the way, I'm just letting you know, I forgot most of the part and I did not go look at the past what if, because I was mostly busy with my doing some family stuff. But I digress, and let's continue. Pretty much Toga is crying a bit, with Elijah kind of feeling being a bit worried, saying sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry. I am with Izuku, Leon saying, it's okay, Dad, she's just happy, that's all. Pretty much Elijah, of course, being told what Toga went through by Leon, his adopted son. Pretty much, Elijah got really pretty angry at those two adults, saying, "Those two aren't your parents. They're just bastards." And pretty much, he didn't keep his voice down, with Eri going up saying, "Dad, what's a bastard?" Pretty comedically, with pretty much Elijah saying, no, honey, look, sweetie, don't say that. That's a bad word. Don't copy any bad words, okay? Pretty much, trying to say that it's just that it's really bad people. But promise me to never ever say that in front of people, okay? Promise. And she says, "Okay, Grandpa," and then just instantly smiles, which comedically, like in anime, like how like there's like an arrow that goes through your heart when something's super cute. It's kind of like that, and it kind of happened like that to Elijah. Pretty much just like, too cute, kind of like that situation. And pretty much, Leon is just laughing, with Toga trying to dry up her tears, and she's just seeing like pretty much Elijah just treating Eri like it's his own like flesh and blood, and like his actual granddaughter. With pretty much just kind of like it's kind of like he's saying, what do you like to eat, huh? Pretty much saying that she likes candy apples. There we go. Pretty much she likes eating candy apples, and that she likes sweets, and she likes eating a lot of food. But she still wants to eat a lot more food because she hasn't eaten everything. Because her papa, aka Leon, her dad, said that there's a lot of food in the world, and I want to try every single one of them. With pretty much Elijah just beaming with happiness that he's pretty much a grandpa. He's happy. But without announced to them, someone is watching them from afar. And pretty much through the window, that person is seeing all four of them laughing, having a nice time and stuff like that. And pretty much the person looks down and just says, "I wish I had a family like that." And and pretty much sat down for a bit, just pondering of what she should have done, or what would have happened if she went with Leon. And pretty much, yes, if you guessed, this is Aurora, or however you want to say it. But pretty much, we go to Aurora's point of view. After the fight with Izuku, when she first had like skin to skin contact with Izuku, the first time they fought, which is like the Yakuza hideout and also the whole entire Umbrella Corporation stuff, she pretty much put like there's this ability of hers from someone that it originally created, and his name is Shadow. I believe it was Shadow Knight or Shadow King, but pretty much he gave me this idea of how she pretty much Aora isn't someone that has a quirk. She does no, she's quirkless. But because of all the experiments that were happening to her from various like viruses and stuff like that, the viruses became like like Sherry Birkin in like Resident Evil 6, right? Like how she can heal and stuff like that. It's kind of like the same situation for Aora, pretty much. And she pretty much can instantly adapt in quick things, like for example lava, no, that's actually a horrible, pretty much radioactive stuff like that. Pretty much it takes like a few minutes for her to heal and also be immune to stuff, kind of like that. But she can also control various of viruses, for example like the T virus. Pretty much if she gets a sample of it and she is able to control it, she can actually make a cure or pretty much be the person that can control the T virus. You know what I mean? Pretty much like that. But since she doesn't have those samples of the T viruses, but various other viruses in her body, it kind of became part of her, and in a way it's kind of like a quirk, where she can grow like, kind of like, she can grow the muscles, kind of like muscular, pretty much kind of like muscular sometimes. But pretty much, she can also control it like, pretty much like, like in the original canon that Izuku has these little dark tentacles in the actual canon anime. She can do it like that too. She can use them like that too. And also the abilities for Aora, pretty much she can also give people certain abilities. Kind of like, she can give them more toughness, she can give them more like speed, more stamina, wider, like more like reaction speed, etc., etc. It's kind of like that. She's too OP, yes. But pretty much, yeah, for Aora, she actually kind of put like a little GPS in a way for him, like a little virus that can actually show her where he is and stuff like that, and the things, people nearby. So he's kind of like how do you say it? I don't know how you call it, but it's you know what I mean though, right? Pretty much like that. She was able to use one of her virus when she first met him, and she was able to see his memories. She has that ability sometimes when she does skin contact for some people. Sometimes it works for some of them, not all of them. Just giving you a bit of a heads up. But pretty much, of course, she kind of. Oh, sorry. That was an accident. But pretty much, she pretty much tagged Izuku on where he is and his whereabouts, stuff like that, and she followed him here. And she kind of felt jealous of Toga. No, she felt really jealous, but not to the point that she wants to kill Toga, but you know what I mean. And she was about to walk away with someone saying, "Hey, I didn't think you were here." And she turned around, seeing Izuku. She says, how did you... With Izuku saying, "Well, you tagged me, didn't I? I also guess it's fair since I tagged you." Pretty much pulling out his phone and just showing two little circles. One is him, which is pretty much showing that he's there, with another one showing that it's Aurora, that he's tagged her when he not first attacked her, but pretty much remember the incident before this? Pretty much there, that's when he tagged her with the arm, pretty much like that. And pretty much that's when she sees a little black little dot on her. And she just says, "So, I got distracted." With Izuku saying, "Yeah, you wanna come in?" With Aurora saying, "No, I'll be too much of a bother." With Izuku saying, "It's fine, come on." He made a bit of extra food, so he wouldn't mind if there was an extra guest. Pretty much he was walking a few more steps, and then instantly when I said, he stopped and looked back at her. With her, it's kind of like eyes. It's like this little sparkle that happened after that little thing that Izuku said. And she said, "Sure, I haven't eaten in a while, so let's go." pretty much she just walks back towards with Izuku. Instantly, Izuku says, "Hey Dad, we have a guest." Pretty much opening the door and telling him, and pretty much Toga with Eri is helping him. And that's when pretty much Elijah says, "Oh, really? Oh, the more the merrier. Man, please know him or her from here, please." Pretty much being polite, and Izuku moving out of the way, showing Aora. And pretty much he says, "Wow," and wow, and goes up to her and pretty much looks at her eyes, saying, "You have really beautiful eyes, you know that?" Pretty much complimenting her, not being like weird or anything, but pretty much just complimenting her. With Aora being a bit weirded out because she never got complimented, and mostly because people get scared when they look into her eyes. And she says, and shyly she says, "Thank you." With pretty much Elijah saying, "Come on." Oh, and he then before he was gonna teach her, like put her in the chair for like getting ready to eat, he noticed that the clothes that she's wearing looks like she was like in a hospital or something. And he says, wait, Leon, do we have any extra clothes for her?" With Leon just noticing that she looks like she only has a nurse's gown with some bandages around her, he says, "Oh, yeah, I have some. I think they may fit her." Pretty much going up, and Toga seeing that, "Oh, hello, you must be the girl that my fiance was fighting." With Aora hearing that it was her fiance, but kind of felt jealous, saying, he was talking about me?" Pretty much blushing a bit because she heard that Izuku was talking about her. With Toga saying, "Yes, I heard from him that you're really strong and extremely fast. And he said that you're a really good opponent. It's just that he's sad of the things that you went through. And he told me what you went through, and I'm sorry that you had to go through that. But don't worry, you're not alone anymore. You can join us or come with us if you want." And Toga just smiling, with pretty much holding her hand, with instantly Aora getting flashes of Toga. With Toga getting pretty much being called a monster, a beast, and everything. Pretty much the same as canon, with pretty much before the attack, before she kills the student that she thought she had a crush on, pretty much that's when Toga meets Izuku. And pretty much everything went the same as canon, pretty much of what I said from part 1. Or whatever parts. With Aora just tearing up, with Toga saying, "Are you okay?" With Aora saying, "Yeah, I'm fine." Instantly, Eri goes up and says, "Wow, pretty lady." And going up to in front of her saying, "My name is Eri. Eri Kennedy. Nice to meet you." Pretty much, of course, she took the name of her adopted dad because she was happy. And pretty much Eri says, "Nice to meet you," and pretty much raises her hand to like shake it. With, of course, Aora saying this, she just wanted to be polite, and then instantly, when she grabbed the hand, pretty much the same thing, she was able to see memories of Eri. Pretty much everything the same way as canon. Everything the same way as canon for like My Hero Academia's backstory for Eri. Everything. But pretty much the same thing as what I said from the part where Eri bumped into Izuku the first time, or Leon. Pretty much saw the whole fight and everything, and how he saved her and then adopted her. And from there were happy memories of Izuku showing her how to control her quirk, and she pretty much has it down on how to control it, and pretty much how Izuku gave her like a really strong sense of justice and people to help, and memories of preschool and kindergarten, how everything, and then memories of going to America for the first time, meeting some friends of Leon and stuff like that, and everything. We're so happy. Like, everything got better from that first time meeting Leon. And from there, Aurora started feeling different about Leon. And she only had snippets of memories from Leon, like only saw him sitting in the in a suitcase in the airport in America, with Izuku looking up and seeing the man that's right next, seeing Elijah. And then Elijah smiles at him, saying, "Come on, kid, let's go. You might meet some nice people over there." Pretty much, of course, Elijah carrying the suitcase with holding little Izuku's hand, with Izuku saying, "Or my mama and papa are gonna be back, right?" With Elijah not looking at him straight directly, kind of like quivering his lips, saying, just thinking that this kid, who would do this? With him saying, "I don't know, maybe they might be busy, but for now, I might take care of you," and just smiling. And that's where we're gonna leave it off for the little flashback. For the flashback, we're still gonna continue because, of course, this is way too short. But pretty much, Aurora, we just seeing these memories, she started tearing up that these three people were actually have bad lives, but that didn't make them the persons of what they would have been in canon, but they became better. They knew what they shouldn't do, and because of that, they decided to become stronger. And then she looked at the man, Elijah, with just soft eyes, and not like, pretty much just like in a way she's looking at him saying thank you, in a way. With Elijah just kind of confused, saying, Instantly, Izuku's back saying, "Oh, here, I got some clothes for you." And then Aurora just sees him. And for some reason, when she's just seeing him, it's like her heart was beating faster. She doesn't know why she's feeling this. It's weird. And Toga noticed this. And pretty much, Izuku, with Toga saying, don't worry, honey, don't worry, I'll change her." Besides, it would be weird if you did it. With Izuku saying, okay. Pretty much just confused of what just happened, but he didn't, But pretty much, of course, Toga just took the clothes off, pretty much took the clothes from Izuku's arms, and pretty much went to the room, Izuku's old room. Instantly, pretty much, Toga went into the room with Aora, and closed the door, pretty much. And before anything, she opened the door again, saying, "No peeking!" And with Izuku saying, "I'm not a pervert!" Pretty much comedically. And then pretty much Izuku, of course, says, "Yeesh, what did I miss?" With, of course, Elijah saying, "I don't know, but for some reason, the girl, that Aora girl, says thank you. Do you know why?" With Izuku confused, saying, "I don't know, I really don't." Pretty much just confused. And then later, pretty much, we go to Toga's point of view with Aora. With Toga saying, "So, Aora, what do you think of my fiance?" With Aora blushing and saying, I didn't mean to, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stare." With Toga saying, "So, you've fallen for him too?" With Aora kind of confused, saying, "Huh?" With Toga saying, "May I ask, what made you change your mind so drastically?" With Aora kind of nervous to answer this question, because, of course, she never told anyone that she can read memories and stuff like that, and this is gonna be the first time. With Aora kind of grasping her hand and being nervous, she would be like, "It's because of course, she's having difficulty explaining why." With Toga saying, "It's fine. You don't have to force yourself. Tell us when you're ready." But either way, pretty much just saying, "I won't lose to you," when in like a competitive way. With Aora saying, "Huh?" With Toga saying, "Are you dense? You may have fallen for my fiance, but that doesn't mean I'll let you have him." With Aora saying, "Oh, really?" pretty much this is like a little competitive thing against both Aura and Toga. Of course, you guys might say, well, of course Toga and Izuku are gonna get married soon. But wait, I'm not gonna say that they aren't gonna get married, like later on. But I'm just gonna say, both of them are gonna. Let's just say no one's gonna lose in this for this battle. No one here is gonna lose. It's gonna be a win-win. I'll just say that. I'll let your imaginations run wild at this point, but I digress. But pretty much, Izuku and Toga and Aora and Eri enjoy this whole entire meal and stuff like that like a family. We go to Aora pretty much in that moment, just hearing like laughs going around her with her just looking at the food. Instantly, she gets flashbacks of being treated like a subject and just giving weird food, like a sludge of food, that's it. But then we go back to her in that present, just looking around her, about three people, everyone laughing, and just pretty much Elijah telling funny stories of Izuku and his kid when he was a child. Izuku pretty much picked fights, and pretty much how he used to be so shy around others when he didn't meet someone, with pretty much saying just cute little things. And he even says, you wanna see your fiance's baby pictures? Pretty much Izuku says, no, Dad, please don't. Of course, Toga says, why wouldn't I? Of course. With Eri saying, really? I would love to see that, Grandpa. Of course, comedically, Elijah gets, like, shot, like, like, comedically of something being so cute. He says, why, of course, my dear, I'll bring the book right now. Comedically just running towards his room and instantly grabbing the book, running out comedically, saying, I have the book right here. But, of course, Izuku kicks him in the face, saying, you shall not do that. Of course, Elijah says, why, son? You are so adorable. Pretty much just comedic. This is like for a comedic sense, really. Just to brighten people's day right now. With, of course, Izuku holding on to the book saying, you shall not show them the baby pictures. It's too embarrassing. Of course, Toga saying, oh, how embarrassing are they? Pretty much instantly just taking the book out of Izuku's hand, or Leon's hand, with Leon looking at her saying, Toga, please, God, no, for the love of God, no. Pretty much, of course, Toga opens the book and she just sees like these cute baby pictures of Leon, where he had green hair instead of blonde, or brownish blonde hair, with her saying, aw, Leon, you're so cute. Pretty much just how Leon is like just internally dying. You know how you feel embarrassed of like when, for example, like when your mother or father like showing them your baby pictures and stuff like that? Pretty much that's how Izuku is. He's like, I want to burn the book, please, God. Kind of like that, just comedically. With Eri just saying, wow, that was so, oh, cool, that looks so cool and so cute. With Izuku just being extremely embarrassed, with Aora just laughing a lot, and people are extremely shocked seeing Aora laugh, and she hasn't laughed for that much in such a long time, and she's like tearing up laughing, and she's like, God, I haven't laughed that hard in years. Oh, Christ. Pretty much just trying to like dry up her tears. Instantly, everyone was shocked that, of course, she saw her laugh. With pretty much instantly when she stops laughing, she looks around, seeing that everyone's looking at her. Saying, huh? What? Did I do something wrong? Pretty much looking at like side to side, with them saying, with Izuku saying, no, this is just the first time I saw you laugh. The first time I ever saw you was mostly like, and pretty much like an image bubble saying like, pretty much like a violent barking dog. Just imagine that. Like how in anime they like put like this little image on them, like how some people look like demons and like frightening, and they never knew this side of them and stuff like that. Imagine that with Izuku or Leon thinking that, with Aura saying, I'm not like that. When you get to know me, I'm a different person. With Leon saying, no, I know, it's just, this is a bit surprising. with pretty much Toga saying, "Well, it doesn't matter. I'm still watching I'm still gonna be looking at the baby pictures." And then she looked at Elijah, saying, "Hey, father-in-law, is it okay if you can give me some copies of these?" With Elijah like sparkling, saying, "Of course, ma'am." Pretty much just like comedically, pretty much the comedic. He's the comedic effect, pretty much. Whatever you call it. Comedic relief. There it is. Comedic relief. And he's gonna be the comedic relief from the whole entire point. But yes, pretty much. Izuku's like, God, no, please stop. And that's where the day ends for all of them, and they had a great day. With Izuku, pretty much all of them being given a ride, of course, by Elijah, with Aurora saying that she will go to Japan, but she'll find a different way. Izuku and Toga confused, saying, okay, then see you there anyway. And then pretty much Aurora goes to Elijah, and of course, Aurora doesn't have the same, like, nurses and stuff like that. Like nurse, like the gown, the little hospital gown and stuff like that. She has clothes given to her by pretty much Elijah, Leon's dad, which is pretty much some old clothes. There's some leather. There's a leather jacket there. There's like some clothes there, shoes, pants, socks, underwear. So you know what I mean. Pretty much, the essentials. But pretty much, of course, Aurora goes to Elijah and says, "Thank you very much, Mr. Kennedy." With Elijah saying, don't do it with formalities. It's weird. Mr. Kennedy is someone that sounds like someone from the president or White House. And as you see, I'm not the president. And it sounds like someone that has their life more together, you can say. But just don't call me Mr. Kennedy. Just call me Elijah. It's fine. With pretty much Aora saying, "Oh, okay, have a great day, Elijah, and hope to see you again sometime." With him saying, "Okay, you too." That's when Aora left and walked out, pretty much. With instantly, Elijah goes up to both Toga and Izuku, and pretty much puts his hands on both of their shoulders, saying, thank you for making me a grandfather. But please, at least give me another one," comedically. With pretty much both Leon and Toga just, of course, both flustered as hell. With Leon saying, "What the hell? I thought you were going to give us, like, a speech or something, but not this!" With Eri, of course, being extreme, like an innocent cinnamon roll, saying, "Am I going to be a big sister?" With Toga extremely, like, blushing completely, saying, Eri, not now. Maybe later. Of course, stuttering a lot, comedically. With pretty much both, with Eri just pouting, saying, "Aw, but I wanted to be a big sister." With Izuku saying this thing, and going down to her level, pretty much kneeling down and going to her level, with Izuku saying, "Not now, Eri, okay? Maybe maybe later. We won't, not today, not tomorrow, but maybe later, okay? Just be patient." And Izuku just smiles with everything. "Promise me?" With pretty much Toga just kind of sighing in defeat, saying, "We promise, okay? Just be patient, okay?" With Eri just shaking her head, saying, "I promise, I'll be patient as long as I can until I can get a brother or sister, a little brother." Pretty much, of course, Eri being, like, happy and stuff, like, and pretty much, of course, internally, both Toga and Izuku are, like, extremely flustered as hell. They're like, "What the fuck? Why did we promise this? Why not this? Oh god." Pretty much embarrassed completely internally. This is comedic, okay? I'm just trying to make a comedic part, okay? With pretty much, of course, Eri and Toga and Leon, or Izuku. I'm gonna call him Izuku. You guys can imagine I'm saying Leon, but whatever. Pretty much all three of them go back to Japan, waving goodbye at Elijah. With Elijah just thinking, "Wow, Leon, I'm happy for you. You found your own happiness. Took you long enough." And pretty much he pulls out a photo. It's like blocking a photo of, you can see his face, and it blocks a photo of a woman that was pregnant with him. With then pretty much Elijah saying, I guess you would have been happy if you met Leon. If you looked at him, I think you might have treated him as your own son. I love you, Elizabeth. I hope you're happy up there. Pretty much, that's what he thinks. And yes, I made up the name Elizabeth for pretty much the dead wife of Elijah. Pretty much, yes, this is going to be another backstory that I'm going to explain way later. But not now. So pretty much, Leon, and Toga, and Eri go to the plane and board, and pretty much they're having a happy time with pretty much the flying attendant seeing Izuku. Pretty much she only sees Izuku because the chair is kind of blocking both Eri and Toga. And she kind of falls for him, of course. Of course, Izuku is a looker. Like, he's good looking. Like, bruh. No gay, though. Not gay. No homo. What I'm trying to say. No homo. But pretty much, I digress, and we continue with pretty much the flying attendant actually went up to Izuku and asked for his number. With Izuku confused saying, sorry, what? With the flying attendant saying, if you're single, saying, if you can, we can. Instantly Izuku denies, saying, sorry, but I'm already engaged. Pretty much, of course, comedically, she gets heartbroken. With pretty much, saying, okay, I hope you have a great day, sir. With Izuku smiling, saying, you too, miss. With Toga pretty much on the side, just burning, like, pretty much, like, shooting daggers at her, like, being angry, like that, you know, comedically. With Eri just eating cookies, like a little cinnamon roll. Pretty much, the flight went fine, everything like that, with Izuku instantly getting a phone call. And it's from the president. With Izuku saying, is there anything wrong, sir? Yes. Okay, I'll be there in the next few months. Now I'm going back home with my family. Yes. Yes, sir. Oh, yes. I'll be free that time. Okay. Yes, sir. I'll be having a drink with you. Oh, okay. It's also work-related. Got it. Yes, I'll meet you in the next 3 months, sir. Bye. Pretty much he ended the call, and Toga says, who was it? With Izuku just whispering in her ear, it's just saying, it's pretty much saying it's the president that called him. And pretty much you guys all know the movie from Resident Evil. I forgot, was it Eternal Darkness? I believe it was. But pretty much, it was gonna go the same direction for, like, the movie and stuff. But pretty much, that's gonna be a few months later. Not now, later. But pretty much, Izuku, Toga, Eri land in Japan, and pretty much go back home. And pretty much, Toga says, I think I know what I want to do now. With Izuku looking at her saying, what do you want to do then? With her saying, I want to be a hero. With Izuku saying, really? That's good. But, I'm not trying to doubt you or anything, but I want to know the reason why. With Toga saying, well, I want to be a hero because I want to show them wrong. I want to show the people that thought that my quirk of someone that it represents a villain can't become a hero. I want to show them that I can become something better, even if my quirk is of a villain. So I thought, maybe becoming a hero. I don't want to be someone like, I'm not going to go as far as saying that I want to be number one. No. I don't want to go be those type of fake heroes that go just think for themselves and anything. I want to help them. I want them to know that even someone with a quirk like mine can show them that you can still become a good person. Just like you saved me. I want to pass down and give everyone a hand when no one wants to save them. I want to be the light that can be there. I don't care about fame or money. I want to be a hero because I want to save lives. Of course, Izuku just hearing those words saying, well, I guess you have the hero speech down, with Izuku just laughing, and then Eri hearing that saying, Mama wants to become a hero? With Izuku saying, yes, your mama wants to become a hero. With Eri's eyes are sparkling, saying, that's so cool! Mama, you can become the greatest hero ever! Pretty much Eri just saying that her Toga can be the best hero that she can think of, and if her dad, which is Izuku, of course, can also become the greatest hero. And of course, Toga remember saying, oh wait, I still need to do classes. And I think this is the last year for class, if I remember correctly. With Izuku saying, well, at least it's a good thing we told your teachers that that you were going to a vacation. But prepare yourself for a lot of homework. With Toga just whining, saying, God, why? But pretty much he says, I'll do it. If it means that it's one of the few obstacles that I have to do to become a hero, I'll do it. And Izuku says, and I think I should train you on how to fight too, since, your quirk can drink blood and you can look like the person, right? And Toga says, yeah, what about it? With pretty much, Izuku saying, what if there's more to your quirk? With Toga kind of confused with what he means, saying, what do you mean? With Izuku saying, what if your quirk can do something else, but there's like a certain situation that you need to do so it can be unlocked? For example, you pretty much drink my blood so you can look like me, right? With her shaking her head saying, yeah, what about it? Izuku saying, this is only a theory, but if you drink the more blood you drink from that certain person, let's say if I had a quirk, right? With Toga shaking her head in agreement, of course. With Izuku saying, if I had a quirk and if you drink a good amount of my blood, wouldn't that mean you can actually access my quirk for a few minutes or so? With Toga saying, that might be possible, but it's only a theory. You don't have any evidence, do you? With Izuku saying, no, I really don't, but it's a good theory nonetheless. With Toga saying, don't bring up my hopes. Besides, I'm happy the way I am now. And I think I can help the heroes from the inside out. I only have to train, right? With Izuku saying, and I can happily train you for the next 10 months. Toga saying, how do you know it's for 10 months? With Izuku just kind of scratching his cheek saying, well, laughing nervously. With Toga saying, did something happen while in the conversation in the airplane? With Izuku saying, well, you see... Pretty much we go back to the conversation with Izuku and the president. Pretty much the president saying that they have information from the Japanese branch of the government. And pretty much they ask permission if one of their agents can be in Japan. Pretty much, and also that one of the Japanese representatives of the government will be in the U.S. for a few weeks. In like the next few months after it, and a few weeks there, and pretty much wants to talk to their best agent, ask if they can do stuff, and pretty much also bring an important person there. Of course, I'm talking about Principal Nezu. With pretty much saying that they're gonna meet in a few months, and pretty much they can enjoy their breaks and stuff like that. With Izuku just saying, yes sir, I'll be there and I'll get a drink with you too. Don't worry. Okay. Pretty much the same way ended and stuff like that. And the flashback ends. And pretty much the flashback also is kind of like a way for Izuku to explain of what's gonna happen. With Toga saying, what? You're gonna be working for the Japanese... Well, not working for, but with the Japanese government? Wait, is it important? Is it also related to the Umbrella Corporation? With Izuku saying, yes, it is. And also, believe it or not, I think Aora will also be here. If I'm right, she should be in about 3 to 1. Instantly, when they stopped in the house, they see someone waiting, right, pretty much just leaning in the wall of the door of their apartment. Pretty much Toga saying, Aora? How are you? How did you, with Aora saying, I have my ways. Pretty much Izuku just opening the door saying, well, why are you waiting for him? Come on in. Pretty much inviting Aora inside, with Toga just kind of confused of how the hell Aora found this place. Pretty much stuff like that. Pretty much, Izuku just telling Aora that telling Aora that if she can help them with the little umbrella corporation situation. Pretty much Aora saying, well, I've been working on this thing for years, so I don't know why I'll stop now. With Izuku saying, yeah, true, but I need you to protect all Eri and Toga for me when I'm gone. I won't be here for a few weeks, so... With Aora saying, oh, okay, yeah, sure. I'm okay with that. Besides, I'm excited to take care of that little cinnamon roll. Pretty much talking about Eri. With pretty much Eri saying, oh, ooh, pretty lady. With pretty much Aora saying, Eri! And of course, pretty much Aora being extremely happy to see Eri. Pretty much, it's like they both bonded really quickly, mostly because Aora went to the same situation as Eri. And remember, pretty much Aora was able to see the memories of Eri and Toga and everyone she met. Pretty much, Izuku said that it's fine if Aora could live here for a bit. Well, mostly Aora asked, which with Izuku and Toga are both okay with. And pretty much we go down when it's night. Pretty much Izuku sleeping on the couch, and instantly a shadow is hovering over him. And that's when pretty much... No, sorry. Go back a bit. But pretty much, Izuku is sleeping with Toga and Eri. And pretty much, there's a shadow hovering all three of them. And we go to morning with pretty much Izuku kind of waking up to pretty much two people hugging him tightly in his arms. And he wakes up and he sees Eri's not there. Instantly he sees both Toga and Aurora pretty much hugging both of his arms, saying, what the hell's happening? He's okay with Toga, because fiance, remember, understandable, but he's a bit confused of why Aurora's here, saying, did she sleepwalk? Instantly, Izuku just tries to stand up, with both of them pretty much saying, no, stay. Pretty much being babyish and just saying Izuku to stay. Pretty much forcefully putting him in the futon. I think it's what they call it in Japan. But it's pretty much Eri being ready for school, saying, Papa, we have to go to school or I'll be late. With Izuku saying, okay, Eri, just wait for me in the living room and I'll be ready. Pretty much saying, come on, I need to take Eri to school. Pretty much both of them reluctant. I cannot speak today. What is wrong with my brain? But pretty much reluctantly letting go of both of it. Both of them reluctantly letting go. And pretty much Aora and Toga pouting, saying, okay. And pretty much Izuku gets ready quickly and eats something quickly. And pretty much just takes Eri to school, with pretty much in a motorcycle, of course. And it's like the motorcycle, like the motorcycle that has this other little wagon that's next to it. Pretty much that's where Eri's sitting. And pretty much they were able to get to school, with the kids seeing Eri in the motorcycle with the really cool looking helmet. It's the kids saying, whoa, who's that? Instantly, Eri jumps off the motorcycle, with pretty much the motorcycle being turned off, with Izuku taking off his helmet. Of course, it's kind of like the anime of how hot guys look. It's kind of like that, but no homo, pretty much, with pretty much Izuku taking off the helmet, and the woman, pretty much the women or the moms, pretty much look at Izuku and are shocked to see such a young man having a daughter. And pretty much some of them are actually admitting that he looks hot or handsome, whatever you want to call it. But pretty much Izuku is just walking Eri to class, saying the teacher saying, sorry we're a bit late. I overslept because of work. With the teacher saying, oh, it's understandable, don't worry. But have a great day, sir. With Izuku saying, okay, I will. With Izuku instantly going to Eri and giving her a little kiss on the forehead saying, behave, Eri. Okay, don't remember what I said. With Eri saying, just shaking her head saying, behave in class and listen to what the teacher says, right? And pretty much innocently looking up at Izuku, and Izuku says, good girl, and pats her head. And pretty much he says, well, take care, Eri, I need to go. I'll be back to pick you up. With Eri saying, okay, Papa. Pretty much Izuku going to take Toga to school. With, of course, Toga already. With Aurora also is ready. And pretty much she has a leather jacket, and pretty much she has a leather jacket and black shirt, jeans, and shoes. With pretty much Izuku saying, oh, you have my old leather jacket. With Aurora saying, yeah, it's really comfy. Izuku saying, yeah, it's my favorite, but sadly it doesn't fit me anymore, so you can have it. Aurora saying, it's already been mine, so Izuku saying, I know, but still. Oh, and pretty much he looks at the watch and, damn it, come on, Toga, you'll be late. Pretty much, of course, Toga just finishes eating up, saying, okay, I'm going. Instantly getting the backpack and pretty much going to the motorcycle, putting on the helmet, and they're riding off. And pretty much Toga just smiles and just feeling the air going through, like when she's riding the motorcycle. And pretty much Izuku is riding through, and pretty much they make it to Toga's high school. And pretty much all the other girls remember seeing Izuku's motorcycle, and they're like, he's here. Pretty much, you know how in anime, like, there's fangirls for a guy. Pretty much like that. With Toga saying, thank you, Izuku. I'll see you soon. See you at home, okay? With Izuku being a bit more, did a bold thing, and pretty much kissed Toga in front of all the female school girls and school guys. Pretty much, you know what I mean. Pretty much he kissed Toga in front of everyone, with Toga being extremely bashful, with Izuku just smirking, with everyone, of course, being heartbroken, and some glare at Toga. Some are like accepting the relationship, like, go, yes, good job, my friend. Pretty much like that. And pretty much, some of the guys are pretty much there's like some guys that are like kind of heartbroken because they were actually questioning their sexuality, like in anime, you know, like how there's some guys that like question their sexuality and stuff like that. It's kind of like that. It was like, you know what, for comedy reasons, why not? But pretty much, Toga went to the class with the teacher saying, well, it's nice to see you again, Miss Toga, Himiko. And pretty much, Toga says, sorry, it's good to be back too. With some of the students saying, why is she back? It was better when she was not here. With, of course, the teacher saying she was off with her fiance, actually, if you don't remember. Pretty much, of course, Toga remembering, kind of embarrassed that some of the people remembering that, stuff like that, and saying that she went to America with her fiance for some family matters. With pretty much, of course, some of the girls are heartbroken, but I'll skip that for now. But pretty much everything went regular to school, but when near the end of class, remember the three girls that bullied Toga and one girl that's obsessed with Izuku? Pretty much all three of them appear in front of them, with one of them saying, well, it's good to see you, Toga. It's pretty much the girl that was actually shy and pretty much doesn't want to hurt Toga anymore. She pretty much just stopped bullying and just came to say hi and welcome back to Toga. With Toga saying, "It's good to see you again," and pretty much and the other two girls were still bullying others. So, yeah. With the girl being that's obsessed with Izuku saying, "Why are you with my man?" Pretty much like that. With Toga saying, "Look, I know you're obsessed with Izuku with Leon, but he's not interested in you. I don't know how you'll get the hint or why you don't give up, but pretty much move on. I'm already married to him." Pretty much Toga saying this in front of the bully, saying, it's like she's saying, "No, oh, no, you didn't," in a way. Pretty much going up to her. She was about to take the ring, saying, he doesn't deserve you. Pretty much like that. And pretty much trying to take the ring and pushing Toga near a corner. With Toga saying, "What is wrong with you? Why don't you just give up? He's not interested in you." With the girl being crazy, she's like, he's not meant for you. Kind of like the yandere thing, you know? Like saying, he's not meant for you, he's not meant for you. Kind of like that. He's only meant to be mine. Kind of like that. Pretty much, wait, I need to do something quick. And, okay, where were we? Sorry, it's, someone called for me, that's why. So pretty much, where did we last leave off? Let me remember a bit. Oh, yes, so pretty much the yandere girl that's obsessed with Izuku pretty much kept pushing Toga in the corner, pretty much in the wall of corner, pretty much the corner of the classroom, and pretty much she kept saying, like, he doesn't deserve you, you're not meant for him, I'm meant for him, he's perfect in any way, and he's mine. Pretty much, you know how the yandere, like how, you know what I mean by yandere, pretty much, the two girls were getting weirded out because they knew that she really liked Izuku or Leon, but they didn't know it was that bad. With pretty much her saying that he's meant to be mine, he's my soulmate, he's mine, but because of you, he doesn't know. It's only a fake. Everything is from you is fake. Pretty much just yelling and stuff like that. To the point that the yandere girl brought out a razor blade. And Toga's like, "What is wrong with you? Jesus!" Pretty much just pushed her back. And you know, like you know who, there's like and I forgot what the anime was called, but there's like a moment where there's like, you know, like in an anime where the sister has the ability to destroy things, but she was like a nice person, and there was like another girl that was just obsessed with one guy, and pretty much she blamed that girl, and an accident happened to the school. It's kind of gonna be like that situation, but not gonna destroy the whole school and stuff like that. So pretty much, the girl kept saying, "It's your fault, he's not mine, it's your fault," pretty much blaming Toga. With pretty much, Toga saying, "What the? You need help. What is wrong with you?" With her saying, with the, like, yandere girl saying, "I'm all fine and normal. It's just you that's in the way." And pretty much the two girls thought it was too far because they saw the razor blade saying, "What is wrong with you? I thought we were just gonna threaten, like, do empty threats and just mess around with her, but you're taking this too far." Pretty much the girl saying, "Get out of my way." Pretty much activating her quirk, which is like a bit of a strength boosting quirk. Instantly, pretty much goes and was about to attack Toga, saying, "What the?" Instantly, Toga was able to dodge and stuff. And pretty much, she was able to dodge, and she runs out of the classroom. With the girl saying, "Where are you going?" and pretty much, Toga's running through the hallways and stuff like that, with them trying to stop, saying, "Toga, call for one," with the girl that was shy saying, "Toga, call for 911." With Toga just saying, "Okay." Pretty much, she dials 911 saying that there's a lunatic trying to kill me and stuff like that. with the police saying, "Well, can you give us a direction?" And pretty much, let's say Toga is going into says the high school name, pretty much in a manner just getting out of breath with her, with the person on the other side of the line saying, "Is there, Miss? Are you okay?" With Toga saying, "I'm trying to survive. Damn it! Do you think I'm okay?" Pretty much saying, with her saying, "Miss, calm down. We're trying to get there as fast as we can." Instantly, she says, "Screw it." She ends the call with the police and instantly goes to calls Izuku. With on the other side, with Izuku's phone pretty much vibrating and ringing, with Izuku just filling out some paperwork and stuff like that for his job, and like doing some reports, stuff like that. And instantly, his phone rings, and he sees it. He's like, oh, Toga. He goes, Toga, hello, are you? Instantly, Toga screams, saying, "Izuku, I need help!" And instantly, Izuku stands up quickly, saying, "Toga, where are you? Are you still at school? Anywhere? Tell me." Instantly, she says that she's still in school, but remember the girl that was a yandere? Izuku just annoyed, saying, yeah, what about her? Toga says, "She's trying to kill me." With Izuku saying, "What?" Instantly, and pretty much, of course, Aor is there too, and she says, and Aor says, you need a lift?" Izuku saying, "Can you get us fast there? How fast can you get us there?" With Aor saying, about 3 to 2 minutes. With Toga saying, "Did you hear that? We'll be there in 3 to 2 minutes, just hang in there." With Toga saying, "Okay, I'll try to be in one of the classes, but I won't say which, you just need to try to find me. But hurry your asses up." Of course, in this situation, she ended the call. And then pretty much, of course, the yandere girl kept going after Toga. Keep trying to attack her. She keeps trying to hit her with the little razor blade, which it doesn't attack because she's dodging with the let's say she's really good in acrobatics. Let's say with Toga pretty much dodging a lot of the razor blade cuts. Not all of them, but some of them do get a bit of a blood off from him. With the girl saying that she got a bit of blood from Toga, she actually starts going crazy and starts laughing like a maniac, saying, "I'm getting close. I can just feel Leon being mine," pretty much being delusional and crazy of how much she's obsessed with Izuku and stuff like that. Instantly, Toga says, he's not yours. Jesus Christ. Why are you so delusional? What's wrong with you?" With pretty much the girl saying, "You don't know how perfect he is." Pretty much just describing about everything about Leon, that he's like someone that God created himself and sent down from heaven. Pretty much just extremely like delusional. With Toga just standing there saying, "Huh?" And she just starts walking backwards saying, just thinking, what the hell is wrong with these people? And pretty much, she starts dashing towards like hallways and trying to dodge the yandere girl. With pretty much, let's say, one of the teachers look out saying, "No running in the hall!" Instantly, she sees Toga and the girl with the razor saying, "Toga!" And the teacher pretty much goes and stops the girl and pretty much holds her in place saying, "What is wrong with you? Random bully number one." I'm just gonna call them bully number one because it's gonna, let's just imagine they say a random name for her. And she says, "Get out of the way," in a weird, almost like demonic voice. With the guy being creeped out saying, "Why do you want to attack your classmate?" With her saying, "Because she's in the way." With the man I'm like destined to be with, she says. With pretty much Toga just pretty much saying, "He's not yours, and he's a person. He is not into you. How many times do I have to tell you this?" And pretty much, of course, this got the girl angrier even more. And pretty much she stabbed the teacher. Yes, she went as far to actually stab the teacher. With Toga saying, "No, teacher!" Instantly, the teacher just says, "Run, Toga, run!" And the student pretty much just kicks him out of the way, saying he was a nuisance. And she does a crazy smile and looks at Toga, saying, now, it's your turn. And creepily just says it with a smile that creeps out Toga, saying, what the? Are there actual people like this? Instantly, pretty much Toga keeps running and running and running, which feels like forever, with pretty much being trapped in the end in a dead end, with the girl just slowly walking up to her saying, finally, there's no way to go. You are dead, and you are not. There won't be any more obstacles for the man I love, the man I'm meant to be with. Pretty much just delusional talk and like crazy talk, pretty much. And Toga looking at every direction she can, only locked doors and windows. Her thinking, saying, am I really gonna die? I don't want to die yet. I don't want to die yet. Instantly, she gets memories of both Izuku laughing and Eri pretty much laughing, with Eri saying, Mama! With Izuku pretty much saying, Toga, go for your dream. With Toga tearing up saying, I'm not gonna die here. Pretty much the girl saying, oh, I guess you have some bravery in there. But it won't matter. You'll die here, no matter what. Instantly, the girl ran towards Toga, and she was about to stab her, but with Toga barely able to dodge. But she does get a bit of a scratch of blood from her. And Toga pretty much she tries to punch the girl as hard as she can in the face, which it's pretty hard, not too much, but pushes her back a bit, with the girl pretty much holding her face, and just instantly, when she takes her hands off her face, she starts bleeding from the nose. She just looks at the blood saying, how dare you? Pretty much just saying, how dare you, how dare you, how dare you? Going for another attack, but instead of Toga was ready to fight, but there was a crash, and Toga and the crazy girl looked at it, and quickly saw Leon jumping through the window from where it was, and pretty much the yandere girl saying, my love, of course, how yanderes are, with Toga saying, Leon. Pretty much Leon standing in front of Toga, with the girl stopping and going back, saying, why are you protecting that wench, or whatever, or that bitch? You're meant to be with me. I love you, why don't you just accept that and leave her alone? With Izuku looking at Toga saying, are you okay, Toga? Of course, completely ignoring the girl, with the girl being extremely pissed. Toga saying, I'm fine, it's just a few scratches, that's all. Pretty much saying that some of them, there's like cuts, like little wounds, and blood coming out of them. He's pretty pissed, looking at the girl with daggers. Of course, the girl is pretty sadistic, so she likes that glare of him, saying, oh. Pretty much she's like the yandere, like just any attention is the best attention for them, kind of like that. They're saying, finally, you're looking at me with those eyes. She's like looking crazy, saying crazy things, saying, you're looking at me, you're finally noticing me. Pretty much like that. And she's like saying, now we'll be able to get married and have a happy family. With Izuku weirded out, saying, what the? Like I said before, I don't want to date you. I never loved you. Instantly, when the yandere heard those words, the words I never loved you repeated in her head completely every time. And she got so mad to the point yelling, saying, what? But I'm the one that will take care of you. That wench, she doesn't deserve you. She's nothing but a villain. And I'm the hero here. I'm trying to free you from whatever her quirk is. pretty much just talking nonsense at this point. Him saying, I never got hypnotized by her. I like her for the way she is. I like her because of the way she treats me. She's a good person. She's not a villain because of her quirk. The villain I see here is you. And you have no reason to become the villain. But you are. For nonsense. And you're saying this, it's for the good for me? Like hell it is. You're just doing a selfish thing. I don't really know who you are. I don't really care who you are. But if you touch Toga, no, that's a different story. Instantly, it's like his voice ran cold. And the girl looked at Toga, and Toga looked at her eyes, with the girl just being extremely, like pure hatred. It's like you can see the pure hatred in her eyes. Pretty much the girl says, if I can't have you, no one will. Pretty much like that. And she went to attack Izuku, with Izuku pretty much pushing Toga out of the way and dodging, like easily dodge it. Of course, the girl has no fighting stance and stuff. With Izuku easily able to dodge every single attack that the girl is doing. Instantly, Izuku grabs her hand, with her just blushing because he's holding on to it. Instantly, Izuku just grabbed the top of the head of the girl, and she's like, is he gonna finally accept the love that I was trying to give him all this time? Is he gonna finally... Instantly, Izuku just fucking, just smashed her head on the floor, knocking her out. With Izuku being disgusted, saying, what the hell is wrong with people like this? Ugh. Instantly remember Toga, and Toga just staring. With Izuku saying, Toga, Toga. With pretty much Izuku saying, Toga, are you okay? With Toga saying, yeah. And she sees the emerald eyes of Izuku. Seeing complete she can notice the worries in his eyes. And pretty much Izuku putting his hand on Toga's cheek saying, don't worry, I'll protect you from now on I'll protect you from now on if I can, with everything in my disposal. With Toga hearing that, it's like something from her heart just felt super happy. And instantly she remembers saying, wait, the teacher! He's bleeding out! With Izuku saying, what? Let's hurry then. Instantly, that's when Aurora says, no need, it's fine, he's healed. With Izuku saying, huh? Toga saying, huh? Aurora, how are you? With Aurora saying, it's fine, I contacted the police, and they're gonna be here in 5, 4, 3, 2. Instantly, police officers appeared and stuff like that. And pretty much saying, get down on the ground! And of course, some heroes are there. Of course, some of the police misunderstanding, and we're gonna get both Aurora and Toga. No, sorry, not Toga. Izuku. Instantly, Toga says, wait, those two are the ones that saved me! With pretty much the police saying, oh, sorry. Who is the one that was attacking you then, young miss? With pretty much Izuku pointing at the girl that's knocked out, saying, it's her. Pretty much a crazy bitch that was just trying to kill my fiance. With everyone just confused of what he heard at, pretty much the last part, pretty much one of the police officers just quickly apprehended and just says, here we go. Was she doing it intentionally, or pretty much asked if they can ask a few questions for them. With Izuku saying, of course we can. Pretty much saying that Izuku got a call from her and his best friend, which is Aurora, which is pretty much kind of like a lie. Not really, but you know what I mean. Pretty much a story, and saying that she has a quirk that can make them get there faster than the heroes can. Pretty much that she was able to get them there in a bit of a quick time. So and pretty much, of course, he said, well, I wouldn't stand still if my fiance was in trouble, so I had to spring into action. I know it's illegal for trying to I know it's illegal for being a vigilante or whatever, but really, is it wrong to just try to save the people you care about? Is it really that wrong that I have to go to jail for something I wanted to do because because it was the right thing to do? Pretty much everyone just looked at Izuku and just says, no, it's not wrong. Pretty much letting them off because it was something that they were thinking about. Instantly, Aora says, well, it was a crazy day. So come on, let's go. Aren't you supposed to pick up Eri in a few minutes? With Izuku saying, oh right. Instantly, pretty much says, but I need to go back. With Aora saying, don't worry, I got you both. Pretty much just tentacles sprung out from their back, and pretty much grabbing both Izuku and Toga. And she's using her tentacles to go back to the house, with pretty much all three of them are at home, with pretty much Aora healing Toga. Because remember, there's these viruses that she can use to heal. She can use it for different reasons, and she can do a virus for just healing. And it's not like she can use it if it's she can do it for temporary, something permanent. Pretty much, you know what I mean. And pretty much she just used it to heal Toga's wounds and stuff like that. With pretty much Toga saying, thank you. Aora saying, no problem. Besides, I need to pay it back with debt, so. With Izuku saying, I need to go now. I finished with my report. I just need to go get Eri. I'll be back in a bit. Instantly, Izuku goes to pick up Eri. With Eri saying, Papa! Izuku's happy saying, Eri, how are you? With Eri saying, I'm okay, but what took you so long? With Izuku saying, oh, sorry, I was distracted with work. I wasn't paying attention to the time until Toga told me. With Eri just pouting saying, did Papa forget about me? With Izuku freaking out saying, no, I didn't. I was just too focused on work. I didn't mean to. With Eri saying, I'm playing around, Papa. Pretty much, Izuku, of course, Eri was joking there. With Izuku saying, wow, I can't believe you tricked me. Aren't you a little sneaky girl? With her just laughing. And then saying, well, time to go. He says goodbye to the teacher and goes back home. With Eri saying, Papa. With Izuku replying saying, yes, Eri? And if you're hearing things in the background, it's just a truck, so. So pretty much, Eri just says, do I have two mamas now? With Izuku kind of caught off guard saying, wait, what? With Eri saying, is it true? Am I gonna have two mamas? With Izuku saying, what? I don't know. You have to talk to that with both of them. I'm not gonna say anything. Pretty much Izuku extremely flustered because he did not expect that question. With pretty much Eri saying, okay, I'll ask my two mamas then. With Izuku saying, oh, just thinking, dear God, why do you have to do this to me? And that's where I'm gonna leave it off in a little happy moment. So pretty much, I hope you guys enjoyed this What If. And remember, all these, oh, for fuck's sake, I forgot. I literally forgot. My brain is not working today. But pretty much, Narukami made all of these little pictures, and I am thankful for him. So go subscribe to him, and of course, comment saying hello. Joyful Gamer sent me here and to say thank you. Of course, I hope you guys all have a great day. Take care. Have a good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Love you all. Bye.